decision of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) to hold a National Executive Committee meeting without a caucus meeting was aimed at sidelining Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, former Lagos State Governor and national leader of the party, sources informed Daily Independent on Thursday. The caucus meeting is also held a day before the NEC meeting, where decisions that will be taken at the NEC meeting will be discussed. However, in a bid to skim out Tinubu, the party decided to call an emergency NEC meeting without having the caucus meeting. At the meeting, which was held at the presidential villa, all the structures of the party from the ward to national level were dissolved, while the disbanded executive were transmitted to caretaker committees. By this arrangement, the Mai Mala Buni-led National Caretaker Committee had its tenure extended by additional 6 months. The Buni Committee will now stay in office till June 2021 and midwife a new structure of leadership across board. With the dissolution of party structures, the president, along with the governors who form the two major power blocks in the party, will play dominant roles in picking candidates to fill the various posts when the structures are being constituted. It was also gathered that the reconstitution of the party structures will give the president and the governors leverage in deciding how the party's candidates will emerge ahead of the 2023 general elections, as they will ensure that only people whose loyalty they can count on emerge as party leaders from ward to national level. Credible sources said Buni, alongside all the state caretaker chairmen, will be inaugurated today to begin another journey of leadership following the Tuesday's decision of the APC NEC. However, our correspondents gathered that party supporters in the camp of Tinubu are angry and on why the caucus meeting, which unusually preceded the NEC meeting, was not called. According to them, if a caucus meeting had been called a day before the NEC meeting, the likes of Tinubu and Chief Bisi Akande, a former interim national chairman of the party, would have attended the caucus meeting and will not support the decision to dissolve the structures nationwide. They also insisted that the outcome of the meeting is a carefully orchestrated coup attempt against Tinubu, which has failed. According to one of Tinubu's loyalists, who spoke on the condition of anonymity, says there is an attempt to whittle down Tinubu's influence ahead of the 2023 presidential contest by putting the parties in the care of those who are not loyal to him. The plots against Tinubu are no longer hidden. What happened on Tuesday was a clear case of a coup that was masterminded by those who had planned the deal with the same man who helped them to limelight. This is the first time any NEC of the party would hold without the usual national caucus, where issues would have been properly distilled and harmonized before the expanded NEC meeting. Caucus is the conscience of the party in the absence of a board of trustees, and those in the plot know that elders and leaders of conscience in the party will advise appropriately against the dissolution of the party's structures nationwide. They know Tinubu and the likes of Akande are members of caucus, so they hurriedly called it an emergency NEC meeting. To us, it was not an emergency NEC because the dates had been fixed since last week and we all knew it before the meeting. For us, we are already looking at the bigger picture. They should know that we won't be stranded and the men shall be separated from the boys when the time comes, he said. The All Progressives Congress (APC) on Wednesday postponed the planned nationwide membership registration and validation exercise scheduled for December 12th, 2020 and January 9th, 2021, citing the fast approaching Yuletide season. Senator John Akpan Udo Edehe, Secretary of the Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, announced the postponement on behalf of the committee's chairman and Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni at an emergency press conference held at the party's secretariat. The exercise has, however, been shifted to start in the second week of January. The party said it regrets the inconveniences the postponements might have caused APC stakeholders across the country while wishing them happy Yuletide celebrations. The party said, as you are all aware, the membership registration updates and revalidation exercise of our great party was supposed to commence on Saturday, December 12th, 2020. On account of several factors, however, including the fast approaching Christmas and end of year celebrations, as well as the interest of our Christian members and the objective of ensuring maximum participation, the caretaker committee has decided to shift the date of the exercise to the second week of January 2021. The committee sincerely regrets any inconveniences that may arise out of the change in date, but appeals for the understanding of our teaming members and the general public in the interest of preparing a solid foundation for a successful exercise. Recall that the neck of the party had approved the membership registration exercise, which it claimed would strengthen the party. Okay. Well, let us just play the devil's advocate here. Maybe TINUBU might be aware of the whole thing. Who can tell? But no, I don't think so, because one of the loyalists of TINUBU has already come out to say, oh, why should they do that? It is not an emergency meeting. That it's a plan, so orchestrated plan to be able to make sure that TINUBU is not part of the whole thing. And again, you know, Akonde and Chief BC Akonde and TINUBU, they are like 5 and 6. So it was a well-planned thing. It was not just an emergency. But now the committee members are saying, oh, because of the festive period, this and that, blah, 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 something like that. That is the excuse. So they just say, let them understand. Let the stakeholders understand that, you know, they just had to do that. Well, let's continue to keep our finger crossed. Let's see what happens. Let's see how far they are going to go in all of this. But it is a clear indication that TINUBU is going to strive very well. TINUBU cannot rule Nigeria. I'm not a prophet. Its regime will even worse than Buhari, I foresee. Well, thank God you are not a prophet, as you said. Neither you are God. Whatever insinuation you are making do not sound right in the ears. His Excellency TINUBU's absence in the meeting was his personal decision. I also knew somebody highly placed APC stakeholders who abstained from the meeting, citing time frame. TINUBU had control in most in most of the southwest states, and the governors of the state is going to work for his favor come the constitution of the caretaker committee before the extraordinary national convention. I want you all to stop being petty, like seriously. But one of his loyalists is talking about what he knows. You are not in the party. Okay, they are just wasting their time. TINUBU is the next president. You may not be destined to be a king, but a kingmaker. So it is advisable to remain a kingmaker instead of running or scheming to be king. We know that you are not a king, but a kingmaker. Take heart and sit down. Look, I wonder why Yorubas are still deceiving themselves. Wait now. It is now I confirm that if you don't have what to say, you will then change to TINUBU topic. Okay, continue your assumption. Since Obaseki won a Edo election, I know something is wrong in APC. Asiwaju can never be sidelined. The committee visited him for his contribution. Let's keep our finger crossed. You know that some people are so optimistic. Well, let their faith make them whole. May their faith make them whole. Leave your comments, guys, below, and let's have your take.